kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will go on the attack first. The Aggies sawed varsity's horns off the last time they faced Texas.
Yes, they did, and they gave it to them. Man, a lot of A&M fans throwing the horns down, disrespecting Texas fans. Texas has had a little bit to think about that for them.
It's helped Texas A&M on the recruiting trail this offseason. Reveille's got more pep to her step. Everybody loving it in College Station.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find their rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as...
Oh, he's got some space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggie.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas offense will go to work for the first time. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for them.
And the big game is got it on the 46.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Pulls it in. It's Humphries. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Lost a throw on first down. Plucks it out of the air. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. They'll try to snap it quickly.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Got some movement into the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. And the Longhorns line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top-5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
Go straight ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns! An extra point here will tie the game.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Back to throw. It's Alvarez. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now. Here's second and long. to go up top. It's complete to the right.
Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. Now, they'd love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game. A remarkable achievement. They can't really think this one's in the bag here.
No, they just got to continue focusing on the task at hand. I think that's a big reason why they're in this position that they find themselves in. They take care of business each and every game, David. Some hardware to be won down the road potentially, but you got to win this one.
No doubt, and I think it's hard because you're starting to see the finish line now. Getting later in the season, knowing where you're ranked, what's at stake. Let's see how they handle the pressure.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. Turning it off. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Off the play fake on the first down, lost to throw. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Scoops it up, still a live ball.
Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
They'll run play action. Pulls it in. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. After those last two plays, let's see if they can get it out of reverse on 3rd and 18. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires one high and deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Using the quick game. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field.
Wide open spaces. He's at the touchdown, Aggie. He got a step and just dusted the field.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Got enough for the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Longhorns want to move quickly.
How about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday. What an amazing...
He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Texas! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous and athletic to catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression,
your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They'll give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Fires complete on the crosser. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Reads it, fires complete. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Off the RPO, complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Aggies are on the move. Back to throw, it's Alvarez. Grabs it in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Okay.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense getting set for first down. Wants to keep it in the air. The quick out. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47. Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
How loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Holding. Okay.
They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Oh, he just held it. And it's a fumble. And the defense got it. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, and they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. He leaves it with his back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. The play action fake. Here's a hit. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And they can't make the connection on third down. And the Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. Wants to return it. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Tight end now in motion. He's got it on the right. At the 35, he's open. Made a defender miss. And perhaps a touchdown-saving The Aggies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. The run from the shotgun. Runs through a tackle. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. A&M comes back out with another first down. Dropping back, it's Alvarez. He's got the tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing him accurate to him. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. Snaps it in the shotgun. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Aggies! And they take it in for 6 more points. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
Off the play fake on first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They send the tight end in motion. From the shotgun, the inside give. He has the post and still on his feet. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. All by himself down the middle. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Longhorn! What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, man. He makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Quick release on the RPO. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Offense in a bunch formation. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. The sure hands, it's McGarrigle. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. And the Aggies have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Dropping back, it's Alvarez. Good timing on the quick out. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Toss sweep to the right. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. It's complete to the left. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on first down. Gets rid of it. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Hunt is on its way. Wants to bring it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield, it's Alvarez. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. To the air on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The Aggies in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Under fire. It's picked off. That's number 10. Got some room to run. He's inside the 40. The 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Now the play fake. There's the pressure. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. You're going to find...
He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Longhorns send out the punt unit. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. The toss to the outside. Finding an escape route. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. First down here for the offense. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Alvarez. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Horns up and ready to hold a serious noise on third down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. A first down for the offense. He wants to change this route. Toss sweep to the right. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Zings it complete to the right. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That is no good. And here in the third quarter, it is still a tie ball game. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Longhorns headed quickly to the line.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They're going to go to the air on third and short. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a way to set him up.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Now inside the 20, first and 10 from the 18. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser.
Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie! They take the lead with the 6. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab down the middle. The Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Pulls it and fires to the left. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's his offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Here comes the hurry up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the 1st one they've used this half. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Fires to the big fella.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
He'll pull it down. He's going to be a little bit short of that 1st down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. They don't even consider the 47-yard field goal attempt, and they'll try to pick it up on 4th down and short. Snags it over the middle. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
He's got him. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. A give on the option. Can't get him to the ground. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. And the Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating him time and time again.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Give to the back. Got room at the 35. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on 1st down. Back to pass, it's Alvarez. Gets it out fast. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. What a ride it's been for the
can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Red pass is complete. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the fourth quarter, but touchdown, Aggie! They move on top here in the fourth. They'll try to add another to their lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly to the tight end. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Takes a handoff. It's Nicholson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Fine play action. Stands in and takes the hit. Pulls it in down the sideline. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and really nice job seeing the middle of the field, seeing I can go deep and attack the middle of the field. You can tell he runs a post, falls right on him, catches the football, and then gets to gallop right into the end zone for a touchdown.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Wants to adjust the pattern. To throw, it's Alvarez. Snagged in the middle, it's McGarrigle. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Get you some of that. And with that completion, now he's over 400 yards on the day. That's a really, really good game for this quarterback. He's been almost flawless.
Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Behind the chains now on second and long. Give to the running back. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Quickly complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you set up 4th down.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
All right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves it with 3rd and 3.
The toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back. You better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end. Get a nice positive game on the catch point.
Unloads quickly. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. They stop and show the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Hey, if they're going to go for it on fourth down and you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that deep.
And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Bringing it back. The 10. Touchdown, Aggies. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
It's the one thing the head coach challenges his team with, guys. Late in games in the fourth quarter, tie ball game. Who's going to step up and make a play? That guy did right there. Picking it off, taking it to the house.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on.
Ineligible receiver, downfield, offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Got his man quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncovered.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Spins away from the defender. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. The Longhorns back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They go to the ground. Look out, he's got room. There he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they add 6 more to that trip to the house.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And they tried to sneak the run in there, but immediately you got to call a timeout. You got to stop the clock. Then you can get organized, go to the sidelines, still have one left after that. You realize you
will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Decisions, decisions, decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game late, but with these timeouts in your back pocket, you've got an opportunity to drive the field and win this thing. You just cannot throw the ball to the other team.
Quarterback making checks. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo's going to be important. You got to go fast.
Oh, he's got some space. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. Looking for space. It's Humphries. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Hauls it in. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left. They'd love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on third down. It's 56 yards out from here. From the gun, wants to pass. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. The Longhorns will punt it away on fourth down. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless, Jesse.
The only way this thing works, though, if they're going to be aggressive, this offensive line has got to be able to hold up here for this QB.
Yeah, because you need to take shots beyond the sticks so the clock will stop and you can save every second you have. Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy down. Today, we've seen this defense try blitzing, zone coverage, man coverage. They've mixed up personnel. None of it has worked. This guy has carved them apart.
They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. They've got it. First and 10 at the 42. Quarterback making adjustments. Toss to the outside. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a run. And he's going to have to reach to the bottom of his toenails and muster every ounce of kicking force he's got to try to win the game. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And in the final quarter of regulation, we remain tied. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Looking downfield on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Incomplete. The final play of regulation, and now we head to overtime. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
First play of the first possession of OT.
The give to the tailback. Got enough for the first. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Hand off from the shotgun. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
First and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Texas A&M going up tempo. Slams ahead. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Looking for a touchdown to take the lead in overtime here on third and touchdown, Texas A&M. They jump on top here in OT. This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
And the Longhorns with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there like that.
Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Going for 6. And they pick it off. You can't give it away in overtime. And the takeaway is the exclamation point, the game saver for the win. The latest edition of this tradition-rich rivalry ends with the Aggies saying howdy to a victory over the despised Longhorns in the Lone Star Showdown. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.